So I get asked the question, how on earth do you go so long without eating? I can't do it. I can't do it. Well, I'm about to show you a very simple technique to use to dip your toe into the ocean that is intermittent fasting. So come join me and make sure you stay tuned all the way to the end. Hi, I'm Daphne, and I'm the face behind Ageless After 50, where we ditch diet culture, reclaim our rhythm, and thrive unapologetically. So you may be wondering, okay, this sounds like a great idea and concept, but how on earth am I going to go so long without food? I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Well, rest assured, you can do it. And I'm going to show you how to dip your toe into those intermittent fasting waters. And this is the Ageless AF eating rhythm method. Are ready and primed to start a new way of eating. You're sick of all the diets, you're sick of diet culture, and you want something new, but you don't want to give up your favorite food. Why should you? This is where Ageless AF eating rhythm comes to the rescue. And the first baby step that you can take in order to start shifting your focus into that mindset of Ageless AF eating rhythm method is simply starting with the 12-12 approach. 12-12 is very gentle. What it means is the 12-hour eating window than a 12-hour fasting window. So here is how it would work in execution. Let's say you start on a Sunday. You have a full day Monday and you have a lot of things to keep you distracted. Well, you would stop eating at 8 p.m. Sunday night. And then you would resume your eating schedule Monday morning. So that is your 12-hour fasting window. So see what happened there? All you did was skip the midnight snacking and the mindless eating you may do after you've had your full dinner. That is the step in the right direction. So 12-12 is 12 hours of fasting and 12 hours of your feeding window. Now keep in mind that when I say feeding window, I'm not saying to stuff your face for the entire 12 hours of your feeding window. It's actually the opposite. I want you to go for the nutrient dense first. When you break your fast in the morning with breakfast, and actually, that's what breakfast is, break your fast. So you didn't know you're going to get that kind of lesson here, but I digress. So when you break your fast with breakfast, in this scenario, you would want to eat a few bites of protein first, whether it's eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, some form of protein first. A couple of bites that your system, because now it has been primed in that fasting state, you don't want to spike your glucose levels. And so protein will help keep it stabilized. You don't want to start off with a piece of buttered toast or a bowl of cereal. Now, you can have that for breakfast, but put a couple of bites of your protein first. Be mindful of that and let it take into your system. Because here's what's going to happen. You're going to be satiated a lot quicker. Satiated simply means you're going to get full faster. And then you can go for the foods that you love or may not be as nutrient dense. But get the nutrient dense food in first. That's your breakfast. And then you can go about having your lunch and your dinner, but again, you would stop at 8 p.m. And full tip, the best way to approach this is to always think of, okay, what am I putting in my mouth? Is this nutrient dense? Once you get accustomed to that type of paradigm shift of thinking, you'll have a totally different lens of how you see food in general. I love food. I love all kinds of things, and I'll eat anything from tofu to pizza, the real pizza, not that faux pizza that's out there these days. But with that said, I also understand the concept of delayed gratification and eating within my window. So all you have to do is stop dinner at 8 p.m. and make sure whenever you are about to go to bed that you've allowed 2 hours gap between the time you eat and the time you go to bed so that your food has time to digest properly. You don't want to go to sleep as soon as you eat because that causes a host of problems, mainly acid reflux. And if you've ever had that, you know it's not a comfy, cozy feeling. So, to avoid issues or at least to mitigate them, have a 2 hour cushion between the last time you eat and when you're going to bed. So, if you eat earlier during the day, even better. But we're talking about dipping your toe into that intermittent fasting ocean. And that is the way you do it. This is just one little component of the Ageless AF eating rhythm method. And if you like what you've heard so far, make sure to hit that like button so YouTube knows that we are out here in these ageless AF streets and that we can be found on the algorithm. And also, don't forget to subscribe for even more content related to the Ageless AF eating rhythm method. There's so much that I want to share for you. And the best part of this method, you can start anytime and it's free. And in today's economy, free is a really great price tag. Make sure that you are breaking your fast with protein. That's all I'll ever ask. Break your fast with protein. Breakfast. And doesn't have to be an all protein meal. Just the first 2, 3, 4 bites. Let that get in your system and then proceed accordingly with what you like. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel because we have so much content coming down for you and we are excited to share it with you. So I hope this helped and inspires someone out there who was very apprehensive about intermittent fasting. And now you know nothing to be afraid of. Join us. You are in a safe space. We'll talk soon. Until next time, be kind to yourself.